Now guys, in today's video I'm showing you how you can trade or how you can spot mean reversions. So let's say the break back into balance and the target point of control or the other side of the value area, or how you can spot the breakout of value. So let's say the breakout of balance to go from a balanced market into an imbalanced market. So right here again guys, we are on the NQ futures. Now I have here only the overnight session on because I want you to show this a little bit better, because when I put here the New York session on, it's get a little bit too much and you cannot see what I am meaning. So right here, let's go here back to the bar replay mode and let's say we are right in here. Now how you can spot mean reversions. So let's say right here the market is on a balanced profile, right? So we are here, right here have the most of the volume is traded right here, and we have here the point of control, the value area high and the value area low. So what is now mean reversion? So a mean reversion is when the market is trying to break balance to the downward side and snaps back into balance. The mean reversion trade is the trade as soon as we break back into balance, we go long searching for a point of control. That's the mean reversion. That's your first profit target. The second profit target is of course the value area high. Now you can do this as well when the market tries to break balance, failed, snaps back into balance, and we are targeting point of control or value area low. So right here on the chart, I will make here a box around it that you can see better what I am meaning. So right here, let's jump here to the 1 minute chart. And the mean reversion trade, guys, is if we trying to break out of balance, the market fails, you get bias absorption, we break back into balance. That should be your trigger to search for sells, and you target the point of control or the value area low. That's all, guys. That's really all. You can view this as your orb trade. You have your orb high, you have your orb low, we ranging in between. As soon as we break out, you can look out for buying absorption, we break back in, we break out to the downward side, you look for sellers absorption, we break back in. All right, so you can view this as the exact same thing right here. As well on VWAP bands, you can do this as well on the VWAP bands. So guys, and these moves, you only can get these moves with confidence when you use order flow, because when you don't see orders, then that's very scary to say, right, I'm going here in with a short position, because you cannot see if this move is supported by sellers or buyers. Okay, now again, we are going to the downward side. This is your value area low. We sweep this value area low, right? And again, guys, if you're seeing that sellers getting absorbed on this level, then that's your mean reversion trade. You look for your first target, and that's the point of control. Now, guys, it's always the first target is always the point of control. You can let winners run to the other side of value, but it's so much safer that you take profit on this specific level right here. Now let's see here another example. Again, we have here the next day, we put the box around right here. We are here on the 5 minutes. So let's jump here back. Let's actually go right here on the bar replay, and let's jump here back to the 1 minute time frame. Now again, guys, it's the same thing. As soon we break balance and we cannot stay underneath balance, you watch on order flow, you watch on selling absorption, and then you are trying to catch the mean reversion trade. You can see this, we break back inside balance and your target should be point of control. The same thing goes from the other side. We're trying to break balance to the upward side. You can clearly see this right here. The market fails to break balance. We're coming back, and now this will be a really quick scalp because your target should be point of control. Now again, guys, should be. You definitely could take this trade and you could target the other side of value. Of course you can do this, but for me it's always safer to take profit on point of control, because the market can quickly decide to hold the point of control right here and we are going for higher value. Now, that's the whole thing of mean reversion trades. And again, guys, you definitely should look at order flow, because you trade blind when you watch out for mean reversions. The market always can decide a bunch of buyers stepping in right here and drag the market lower, breaking balance to the downward side and searching value on lower levels. So you should definitely 100% using order flow on these specific trades that I'm showing you here right now, because otherwise you will not be able to spot the mean reversions. Okay, so combine this with order flow and you should be good to catch the mean reversion trade. Now again, guys, I don't have here the New York session volume on, because I don't want that the chart gets so messy, and I don't want that you don't understand what I am meaning about mean reversions or break of balance. So let's put the New York session away right here. But it is so important that you have right here the New York session on when you are trading. You need to know where is value printing. Do we printing value outside value area high or value area low? So that's through the mean reversion. Now let's put this away. So let's play this right here a little bit further right here to see if we get the break of balance. And what I'm meaning by break of balance is when the market decides to stay above balance. That's an accurate break of balance, because the market then goes from a balanced market, right? Oh, value area high, value area low, point of control, goes from a balanced market into an imbalanced market right here. Okay, so from a D shape to either a P shape or to the downward side on a B shape. So we can clearly see now that the market is holding above balance. So what I'm doing now is to catch a correction and to get a long position in. Now I cannot trade right here because the market is in an impulse to the upward side. Of course you can look at mini scalps, but that's not my trading style. I want a little bit more confluence. So let's go here back to the 5-minute chart. And let's see, guys. Now, guys, I have said on the video before that I'm only using fixed volume profile on trending days. And what we can see now as we break balance, that this should be a good move to the upward side. We make a higher high, a deep higher low, we make a higher high. So that's your 1, 2, 3 move. So we are currently in an upwards trend. Now guys, when I am drawing out my volume profile fixed range, I want a push up, a little bit of a correction, then my fixed volume goes from this low to this high. Only if we get a correction right here, this should be your sign to draw your fixed volume profile from the low to the high. Okay, so let's see if we get here a little bit of a correction. So right now we can see that the market is struggling right here. We have two candles that going a little bit of sideways. So now I'm going from the low to the high right here. And on this case, I'm watching the market structure on the 5-minute, but you can clearly see this better on the 1-minute when you jump them back to the 1-minute, because you have on the 5-minute clean higher highs and higher lows, higher highs. On the 1-minute, you have here structure in the middle. So how you can now decide what is your low and what your high. So that's very important that you draw your fixed profile on the 5-minute chart. Now let's draw this accurate right here. So this is my push to the upward side. And now I can decide what trade should I be taking. Now I know that I'm only looking for longs because we are outside of value. What I'm seeing right here is low volume node down here. We seeing value area low down here. So that's an accurate spot to look out for longs, no question about it. So I'm drawing this here out, and then I'm only waiting that the market decides to come here back. Now it's so important that you react to the market, what could be happening, because when the market decides to push outside value area high right here, acceptance from the buyers, it's no brainer to look out for a buy. So you need to be reactive, all right, on the market. You need to see what's happening and then you react to the market. So let's play this out. So right now you can see we are in the range, so I'm dragging my volume profile further. Let's play this further out. So you can see this right now that we are coming back to value area low. Now, of course, you can look out for a long play, but where should your stop loss go? When you look out here for the value area low play, your stop loss needs to go underneath the low volume node, because the market can quickly decide to go down, fill this low volume node, and then decide to go to the upward side. Okay, so stop loss placement on your scalping strategy is so freaking important. And when you have volume profile plot on, then you actually know where should you place your stop loss on a safe place. So we can drag now our volume profile to the price right here, because we are still in a ranging market above here, and we are still in this leg, right? So that's my low and that's my high. As soon as the market stays underneath value and stays underneath this low volume node, I'm not even interested anymore on longs, because then the market trades a mean reversion. We break back into value, and then you should look out for your point of control. So that's how I'm always viewing the market. But for now, let's play this out. We can see now that the market comes down and one ticks my low volume node down here. Now this becomes so accurate, guys, because when you draw this volume profile now out, you can see that we break balance to the downward side. And this is such a powerful move. As soon as we break on an upward trend, the value area low, and we don't hold underneath value area low, and we break back into this value area low, then this is one of the greatest trades you can find on the day. Okay, so let's play this now out and see what's happening, guys. So guys, right here you can see that we are struggling right on this value area low. So let's play this a little bit further out. So right here, let's go here. It was a little bit too far. Let's go here, this one candle back. So in this exact moment, guys, I can probably tell that sellers are trying to get lower prices, but getting absorbed right down here. We push back to the upward side with a big up candle right in here. So, and this should definitely be your trigger to go on a long position, because we cannot stay underneath value area low. We are testing low volume, and now we are snapping back into this value area. Now this should be your sign to go on a long position. Stop loss underneath this low right here, and now you can target either point of control, value area high, or you can watch out if the market breaks value area high, you can hold for higher value. So let's play this now out, see what's happening, guys. So now you can see that the market pushed to the upward side. So let's draw this fixed volume profile all the way through here. So what you can see now is that we are holding in between value. So what is my game plan now? Now I'm searching for a breakout of value supported by buyers, and I'm looking for a long position. So that's all I'm doing, and that's so important that you use fixed volume profile on a trending day. Okay, so let's play this now out and see what's happening. So now you can see that we are breaking out of balance, and when it's supported again, guys, on order flow with extreme good buyers right here, that should be no brainer to look out for your long position. So let's say we get here big buying pressure and we step here as soon as the market breaks out of value into the market. Stop loss goes underneath your point of control. That's the safest place, because the market can decide to push you a little bit back, right, and stay right here and then push to the upward side. Point of control is your safe place right in here. So we are here on a long position. I am targeting a 1-to-1. So let's play this now out and see what's happening. So we can see that we are holding above value right now and we are searching for higher value. How do I know that we are holding above? You can see this right here, the value area high. We are clearly holding above value. Okay, and we have another trade setting up right above value. Fixed volume profile from the low to the range. High right here. What we have, guys, we push up. Right, we are ranging, we break out of value area high. If it's supported by buyers, you definitely look out for this breakout to push the market to higher prices. So that's how you use fixed volume profile on a trending day. So guys, that's the whole thing that I'm every day looking out. We have the mean reversion trade, right? If the market don't stay above value, we break back in. Right in here, you look for your mean reversion trade, the same as here, your mean reversion trade. And if the market actually decides to hold above balance, then you look for an imbalanced market and you ride the trend to the upward side or to the downward side. So guys, I'm very real right here, okay? It probably took me 6 months to understand volume profile, to understand auction market theory, and to understand how I'm using the fixed volume profile, or how I'm even using the overnight session volume or the New York volume profiles. So guys, that's the whole approach right here. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful for you and how you can a little bit understand how I'm viewing the charts right here. When you want to see more like this, then leave a comment down below, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we see us in the next video. Peace.